Hello mga Pasayanyans, and welcome back to another Singlecology session. This time, I'm going to share my experience during my trip to Sabtang Island in Batanes. Sabtang is the southernmost municipality and the smallest of the three major islands. I am very lucky to be given the chance to celebrate my 33rd birthday in this beautiful place. Aside from the picturesque landscape and breathtaking views, Sabtang is well known for its well-preserved villages and culture among the three inhabited islands. Ivana Port is the starting point for your unforgettable journey to the island, which is 25 minutes away from Basco. To go to Sabtang, you need to ride the falua, a traditional Ivatan boat that is made for strong waves. I paid 100 pesos and 5 pesos for the port fee. Travel time to Sabtang Port is 30 minutes. The boat leaves at 6:30 a.m. and arrives at 7 a.m. It is possible to go there by DIY. First, you will be required to go to the tourism office for the registration. The registration fee is 200 pesos. If you have not booked any tour package, the tourism staff are very willing to help you in finding a guide. For big groups, it is best to rent a jeep or van to visit all the sites. In my case, since I traveled solo, I hired a tricycle with a nipa hut cottage roof. For the tour, I paid 1,500 pesos. A day tour is a good option for those who don't have time on their side. In my case, since I really wanted to fully experience Sabtang and its culture, I stayed there for 3 days and 2 nights. Not a lot of people know that you can stay overnight on the island. For those who are planning to stay for a night or more, I highly recommend Pananayan Pension House. Pananayan means waiting area in Ivatan. I am so glad to meet Miss Joyce Elisterio, who manages the place. One of the reasons why I love the place is that the staff are very welcoming and helpful. They also serve meals from Pananayan Canteen, which is located near the port area. It is the best place to stay on the island if you want a perfect view of the ocean and Sabtang Lighthouse. At night, you can hear the soothing sound of waves with the moon above the ocean and with the stars sparkling so bright. I chose the couple's room for 500 pesos per night. The whole house is generally clean and well maintained. You can contact Joyce or visit their Facebook page. The details are on the description box. On my first day, I visited the beautiful spots of Sabtang. The first stop was Murong Beach, where you can find the Mahayaw Arc, a natural arc formation which became an icon of Sabtang. You can also swim in the white sand beach since the sea is tamer in this area. Then, I visited the Sumnanga Fishing Village. Locals have dubbed it as Little Hong Kong, which used to be a fishing village. The next famous landmark that I visited was the Chamantad Tinian Viewpoint, or simply Tinian Viewpoint. Like in Batanes Island's Marlborough Country or the Rakua Payaman, a foot trail takes visitors across rolling hills to a viewing area. Rocky cliffs are rising from the slopes of the hills. At the starting point is a small souvenir shop. I tasted Arius and sugarcane wines. What happened next? I was able to experience how thoughtful and welcoming the Ivatans are.
Malasing ka.
Timing birthday ko.
Oh, birthday naman eh.
Ngayon? Happy birthday. Ay, wala tata.
Salamat.
How old are you now? Happy birthday, happy birthday. Kapanyawag nyo na sa kapansin. Ayan ang pansit. Pansit bihon.
Salamat.
Pansit naman yung nakabalot dyan eh.
Salamat is just mamahis.
Just mamahis. Salamat. Then, I headed to the Chavayan village. The village is known for its well-preserved stone houses. It is a small village located in the southern end of the island, nestled in the mountains. It was quiet when I visited the place because the people in the area were busy farming and fishing. In the village, you can also find the Santa Rosa de Lima Chapel. It is a small chapel which has a coconut grass roof like the other stone houses. I also visited another traditional village in Sabtang called Savidug. In this place, you will see St. Thomas Aquinas Chapel. It is next to an old priest's house that is no longer used. The wide windows are commonly used for photo ops by tourists. Sabtang never failed to amaze me. I can really attest to the kindness and thoughtfulness of the Ivatans. While preparing for bedtime, I didn't know that Joyce and the kids were preparing a surprise for my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. May kadudong. Maligayang kaarawan, maligayang kaarawan, maligayang kaarawan.
Pasensya, malapit na maubos, di ka pa lumalabas. Okay.
On my second day in Sabtang, I went to San Vicente Ferrer Church or Sabtang Church. It is located near the port area. This century-old church was originally built by the Dominicans in 1785 and restored with stones and lime in 1884. The church has been named as a National Historical Landmark. If Batan has the Honesty Shop, Sabtang has the Conscience Cafe. It also sells some snacks and souvenirs, and for the payment, there is a box inside so you can drop your cash, which will be used for some projects of the church. For my lunch, I was craving for dibang, and luckily, Pananayan Pensionals was able to serve this delicious fish. Yum, yum, yum! I spent the whole day reflecting, immersing, and understanding the Ivatan culture. I also got a chance to mingle with the kids in the neighborhood. On this trip, the Ivatans taught me life lessons that I could apply in my daily life. What's the best thing to do in Batanes? Be honest. Honesty is not just the best policy, it's a way of life. Honesty is one of their core values. There is no reason to fret about losing your belongings or being cheated on because the Ivatans do not tolerate dishonesty. Theft has no place in Batanes. It's been said that it is part of their upbringing since childhood. The Ivatans also taught me to be hardworking. Ivatans are trained to work hard for a living and not depend on others to sustain their needs. One manifestation of this trait is the absence of beggars in the place. Poverty rate is also very low in Batanes. Also, people should not resort to crimes. Batanes is known to be a zero-crime tourist destination. No wonder why this place is among the favorite of solo travelers. We were told that if a person committed a crime, it will be known in the entire province or island. It is considered a disgrace to one's family or entire community. We also heard that if a person commits a crime, he will be evicted from the place or be forced to move to another island because of shame. Since crimes are unusual in Batanes, our homestays are often left at night unlocked. There is no room to worry about security. Ivatans are typically shy at first, but once you engage them in the conversation, they can relate with you well. They are also gentle and respectful. Another life lesson that the world can learn from the Ivatans is to have high respect for nature and for our differences in terms of cultures and traditions. One of the great things about travel is that you find out how many good, kind people there are. It indeed gives you a new perspective and lets you meet some great people along the way. What makes a place beautiful? It's the people. It's the random encounters and conversations with the locals that leave a lasting impact. The photos may be forgotten and the sites may be replaced by new adventures, but your encounters with the people will last for a lifetime. When you travel, it's very important to understand the roots, traditions, beliefs, and the culture of the place. As travelers, it is our obligation to not only preserve the natural wealth of the place, but also to respect its distinct culture.